one of the issues with mutual funds are that if, say, you own the mutual fund and I own the mutual fund, and one day you just get upset, the market went down by 30% in March of 2020. You get upset and you sell. I now have either a loss or possibly a gain that I have to pay taxes on because I'm part of that mutual fund that you decided, not me, you decided to sell your shares. But we all share in that because the mutual fund is all one big happy.
Right. Okay.
So that's one thing about a mutual fund. The other thing is you don't really know what you own at any given time. You never really truly know what you own because below those top 10 are about 150 or more others, unless it's a really concentrated fund, which do exist. With an exchange traded fund, it is generally, and there of course always it gets complicated, I have to say generally because not all of them are like this, but generally speaking they're going to be based off of some sort of published index.
Okay.
So you are going to know what you own.
Okay.
And in what proportions you own it. So you have that knowledge, which is nice to know, right? And you can't have somebody who may have an emotional attachment to a particular security, maybe decided not to be disciplined because they're the portfolio manager and they don't have to. There's nothing saying that they have to do things a certain way. So you know what you own and what percentage. And at the end of the year, there may be a taxable gain or taxable loss but it's based on what the index did during that year, not necessarily based on what shareholder number 2 or shareholder number 25 did over here.
Sure.
So they're what I call a little bit more efficient. And there are actively managed exchange traded funds as well that do have that portfolio manager. And generally there are guidelines that they have to follow.
Okay.
So it's good to know that those exchange traded funds are out there. Again, generally they are cheaper. So if you look in that prospectus and you read all the fine print, you'll see the different fees and charges that a mutual fund has versus most exchange traded funds. And you can see how much you're paying to get that level of expertise and get that level of diversification.